Hi, and welcome back to the Heartmoor podcast. My name is Stacey, and I am a knitter and crocheter from Devon, not from Devon, living in Devon in southwest of England, originally from further east in England. And yes, I'm back for another podcast. It's been a little bit longer than I thought it would again. Seems to be a bit of a habit, but there we go. Life, it just lifes, doesn't it, sometimes? Yes, so my name is, so I'm going to be a bit rusty, what a surprise. So yeah, my name is Stacey. I live in Plymouth in the southwest of England. I live here with my husband and my 3 beautiful daughters. And it is Twixmas, that sort of weird time between Christmas and New Year when nobody knows what day it is, I don't even know what time of day it is. But I have found myself in the house alone, and so I thought it would be a good opportunity to just do a catch up on my podcast. The longer it goes, the more I get put off doing it because I'm like, oh, I've got so much to show. And while I have finished a lot of things, I actually don't have a lot to show you because most of them are Christmas gifts and I've already given them away. But where I've got pictures, I'll insert those for you. Probably, yeah, where there seems to be a nice bit of space. I have taken my decorations down for Christmas already. We put ours up really early. We put our decorations up on the 1st of November. So, we put it up in the second week in November, really early. So by the time Christmas is done, I like mine all down before New Year. So all the decks are down. I'm feeling afresh. I've got a basket of goodies. I have absolutely no notes. This isn't going to be the most professional of podcasts. I'm just going to wing it and clear the decks, ready for the new year, and hopefully get on a more regular schedule where I don't feel overwhelmed with the amount of things I need to show you. So we're going to go with that and we'll see what happens. You can also find me on Ravelry and Instagram as Heartmoor. And I do use my Ravelry. I put all my project notes on there. And something else I was going to say is I cannot remember. Oh yes, perimenopause is just about starting to hit me. The brain fog's been there for a couple of years. So, but anyway, and I've forgotten what it was I was going to say. Again, I just remembered. Oh yes, I'll put all the information in that I talk about, all the projects that I talk about today in the show notes below. As you can see, my hair, I'm growing my hair out. If you've watched my last 2 videos, you'll see the progression. And I'm over halfway now, about halfway, I think. It's been a year, just over a year now since I last had it coloured, and I'm about down to here. Underneath, we're good to go. Like, it's fully done. But I've just got this stubborn bit here. And I washed my hair this morning, and my natural shape, there's these like horns, which I hate, but I haven't had time to straighten it. And I thought if I didn't film this podcast now, it won't get filmed. And then it'll be February, and then it won't happen. So this is a traditional format podcast. I have some finished objects. I have some works in progress. And let's just do it. I just have a text. Oh, and another one. Okay. I just need to ignore that. That's my daughter. Okay. Slow down. Take a deep breath. And let's get started. So my first finished object is what I am wearing. It's not blocked. I finished it 2 days ago and I haven't had a chance to block it yet. And I hadn't cast this on when we last spoke. So let me get the stuff to show you. So in my last video, I talked about some future plans. And one of those plans was knitting the Ebba pullover by Sari Nordland. I'll put a picture in, and I was going to knit that, and I had some knitting for Olive off my mum, and that's what I was going to use to knit it with. And it's the knitting for Olive in the colour Redcurrant, the 4-ply Merino and their soft silk Mohair. This one's quite a lot orangier than this, but it is both Redcurrant, but together they make this lovely thing here, which you can probably tell is not the Ebba from Sari Nordland. So I started the Ebba, and it just looks so beautiful, right? Here it is. But I just couldn't get on board with the amount of lace. I just didn't want to pick it up. So I'm really short needles. So this is as far as I got. Now, hold it in front of this beautiful white space that I've got behind me. It's such beautiful lace work. This is the back panel. So I'd cast on, I'd done my 2 sides for the back, and I was just going down, going straight, and I just didn't want to pick it up. And I think it's because I have to look at so can you imagine a sweater in this would have been so stunning for Christmas. But it's just, I had to look at the chart every single row, and I just didn't want to do it, and I didn't want to pick it up. And I thought, you know, this is silly. I don't have to knit this. Maybe I will again in the future. But for now, my headspace was just not into this pattern. So I put this on hold, and then I thought I'll cast on something else and just see, maybe it's the yarn, maybe it's the colour, maybe it's the pattern. Let's work out what it is. And so instead, using another ball of yarn, I cast on this, which is the Stockholm V-neck by Petit Knit. And I love it, actually. As you can see, it is finished. I'm going to just push you back a bit. I'm not very good at putting in cutouts. I'm wearing it with a blue top today, which I would not normally do. I'm freezing. And I'm wearing it with the most unflattering trousers. So I'm just going to put this caveat in. For Christmas, I got a pair of Oodie. I don't know if you've heard of the Oodie. It's like a big, oversized, massive jumper with a hood, fleece lined, etc. And I got a pair of Oodie trousers. And they are the most comfortable trousers I've ever worn in my life. It's like wearing a heated blanket. I love them, but they are incredibly unflattering. And with this jumper, they're going to make my hips look like an elephant. So just bear that in mind. Okay, so, oh my goodness, you can't see a thing. Oh, these are my Oodie trousers. Lush, aren't they? Let me just tilt you up a bit. Oh God, I'm going to drop you. Can I edit? Oh no, I don't know how to do this without, hang on, give me a second. Okay. You still can't see me properly. I'm half crouched. But this is it says unblocked, so just bear that in mind. It's a very simple drop shoulder. It's got this really beautiful V-neck down here. The joinings all up the shoulder. Very simple, like I say, drop shoulder. Simple red, it's got plenty of positive ease. Once I've blocked it, it will be out here hanging down a little bit. As I say, it's not particularly flattering with these trousers. But yeah, I will show it again once it's blocked, but I absolutely love it. The colour is blowing out a little bit on camera, but it is this really beautiful poppy red colour. That bit of fluff, yeah. Beautiful poppy red colour. The V-neck's really high actually, and quite flattering when you're not wearing something underneath it. It kind of sits really nicely. I hope to be able to wear this to work, etc, etc, etc. I knitted it. I haven't got any of my notes because they're all on my phone. What did I do? It's all on my Ravelry, but that doesn't always help you, does it, if you don't have access to Ravelry? If there is anything you want to ask me that I haven't talked about, please place something in the comments because I will always answer. I knitted the 1, 2, 3, 4. I knitted the 5th size. Now I'm normally 4th size in Petit Knit, but I wanted something oversized. I wanted to use up the yarn. So I knitted the 5th size. I knitted it on, did I knit it on the needles or did I go up or down a size? I circle a lot of things, but I don't appear to have circled what needles I used. I think I went up. Yeah, I did. I've made a note on here. So the pattern recommends 4mm and 3.5, and I did 4.5 and 4mm needles because that gauge just worked with the yarn that I had. As you can see, I'm really happy with the gauge. It's not holey or anything like that. It's really perfect. So this is a Merino, and it's slightly more than a DK, I suppose. So my gauge is, I don't do gauge swatches, but my gauge was slightly bigger, which is why, I don't know why I went up a pattern size and up a needle size. So I did, but I've come up with something, and yeah, there's a lot of positives in this, you know, when it's blocked, like, yeah, there's a good 10 inches of positive ease, and I don't think the pattern's supposed to have that much, so, but I love it. It's really warm and toasty. I didn't quite get it finished for Christmas Day, so I intend to wash it and block it this afternoon, and hopefully I'll have it ready for New Year. Yeah, and there we go. Stockholm V-neck sweater by Petit knit in the Knitting for Olive, Merino and Soft Silk Mohair, and I love it. So that is the first finished object. Second finished object is one that I was working on in the last podcast. So in my last, I knitted earlier on in the year, around sort of May, June time. I knitted a field day cardigan by Ozetta in Isaiah Jensen yarn. And I'd knitted that to pattern. It was sort of slightly cropped, oversized, cropped, and I wear it to work with dresses all the time. But I loved the pattern so much that I immediately cast on a second field day cardigan. But I used John Arbon knit by numbers. I haven't got the ball band here, but I'll put the details below. John Arbon knit by numbers in a beige colour, but I wanted to knit it like long, so one that I can wear more with trousers rather than cropped with a dress. So I finished this in September. It has been heavily worn, and because the yarn is so soft, it has pilled. But the exciting thing is that for Christmas, I got one of those electronic de-pillar machines. My kids were like, "Mum, why are you shaving your arm on Christmas Day?" Because I was wearing a sweater that needed a bit of de-pilling. Like, "Why are you shaving your arm?" I was like, "Because it's the most exciting thing that's happened to me in the last few months." So this will be de-pilled, but it has pilled quite a bit, so just to bear that in mind. But this is, oh, you can't see it properly. This is my finished cardigan. It's got a really long rib on the bottom. So the field day cardigan originally sort of stops, you know, it's about half this length, probably from half of the body length, and I sort of did double. Let me see if I can put it on for you. Give me a minute. So I've got to be careful because I'm wearing a sports bra and it's nippy in here. So this is my field day cardigan. So you can see there's a lot of bobbling happening around here. But I haven't de-pilled it at all yet. And I think I've worn it at least twice a week, every week since September. So it's done really well. So this is the John Arbon knit by numbers. As I say, it needs another block, really, probably another wash and a block, because I've worn it so much. But let me push you back and we'll have a proper look at it and its length. I absolutely love this. I'm going to move back a bit more. There we go. So it fits lovely on the shoulders. It's a really good length. It comes below my bum. So I wear it with my work trousers and a shirt. And it's absolutely perfect. It's slightly shorter on the sleeves just because when I'm working and I'm typing, that's what works for me. But yeah, I absolutely love it. I would happily knit this pattern again. It's such a beautiful drop shoulder cardigan. It's so easy to follow. Yeah, it was just so easy to follow. I nearly cast on a third and I thought, no, there are other cardigan patterns out there. Give something else a try first. But I didn't put buttons on this one or buttonholes. I just wanted this one to drape. So the first one's got buttons and buttonholes, and I actually wear it done up all the time. This one, no buttonholes. I just wear it open, draped, over a pair of jeans, over a pair of work trousers, and it's super cozy. So once it's been debobbled and washed and blocked again, it'll be like new. Hey presto. Right, I'm going to put my red one back on because I don't feel fully covered in this. Okay, I'm going to keep the red one on for the video. I hope it's not too offensive for your eyes. I need to work out how it's so bright, isn't it? Is that too bright for the video? Nah, will you fine. I need to work out how to put in B-roll if I'm going to be moving forward with this, because I can't keep pushing you backwards and forwards. It's very impolite and it must make you seasick. So I have What else have I finished that I've not got to show you? So I finished Christmas socks for me and my daughters for Christmas. Every year I knit us Christmas socks generally on some sort of theme. This year it was commercial sock yarn is what I decided to knit us all a pair of. I'll install a photo because they're, God knows where they all are, various stages of being worn, washed, under piles of clothes and Christmas presents in the bedroom. So I don't know where they are to show you, but here is a picture of us, and I take this picture every year of us all wearing our Christmas socks. They were all just, I put all the details in my Ravelry page, but if there's anything you want to know, please ask me below. But yeah, so that was all vanilla socks on commercial sock yarn for us for Christmas. I also knit my mum the Sunday morning shawl. I think I was working on that when we last spoke, so I did finish that about a week before Christmas. I had time to block it just before the weekend before Christmas, so yeah, I finished that one on time. And that was with, I don't know if I've got the, let me see if I've got some yarn. Oh, don't go away, come back. Hang on, I've got a basket of stuff here, excuse me. Cushions galore. I've got all my empty project bags as well as all the stuff that I'm working on. Oh, man. Right, which bag was that being worked in? That's not right. There we go. So, it's Erica Knight, and here's some of the yarn. I don't have a ball band because it was old stash that I'd knitted up into something else, didn't like, and ripped out. But it's an Erica Knight DK yarn, really beautiful sort of warm grey colour. And I knitted the Sunday morning shawl for my mum. I'll put a picture up here for Christmas. This blocked out so beautifully. Like when you're knitting it, I mean, it's incredibly soft. It was lovely and soft on my hairs when I was knitting it. But obviously, you know, it curled and stuff. But when I blocked it, it draped like silk. It was fantastic. And the stitch definition is beautiful. And the pattern, it's by Espace, I want to say Espace Tricot. Espace Tricot. If I'm wrong, I'll put the details below. Sunday morning shawl by Espace Tricot for my mum for Christmas. She loved it. Another successful knit. Get rid of that bag. I did finish my husband's socks, but again, I don't have those to show you, and I don't even have a photo. So I don't know why I mentioned that. But the brown socks on the last video, I did finish and gave to him. What else am I knitting? Finished objects. One more finished object. I'm going to have to push you back again for this, which is highly embarrassing. But I did finish my self-drafted sock set, Christmas sock set blanket. So last year, Lay Family Yarns did a Christmas sock set for every month of the year, starting in January, obviously every month of the year, right through to December. Surprise, surprise. They released a different Christmas themed sock set. So you could have it in DK or fingering, and it basically was 100-gram sock yarn that came with a 20-gram mini. And I didn't want to make socks. I've got loads and loads of socks, and I've got enough sock yarn upstairs to keep me going for a lifetime, probably. Keep my whole family going for a lifetime. So I decided to knit a sock set blanket, and this is in Stitch Crochet. It is now finished and all crocheted together, and I will try and install a photo, but I don't know if I'll have one by the time my daughter gets back and can take one for me. So I'm just going to push you away again and try and hold this up. Oh, look, I can just about get it all in the picture. So they're not necessarily in order from January, February, March, April, May, June, blah, blah, blah. Because some of the colours I wanted to mix up. I didn't want too many similar colours near each other. But it's absolutely fabulous. I'll just show you a close-up of sort of the moss stitch. I haven't blocked this, but I'm not sure it needs it. It's quite weighty. So this is our Christmas blanket. Some of the colours, like beautiful greens. I don't know if Kelly's still selling these on her website. Some of them might make it into regular rotation, but I'll show you through. And I can't see now, so I'm hoping that you can see that. there we go. And that is my completed Christmas sock set blanket. If anyone's interested in how I made it, then just leave a comment below and I can sort of send you the details. I thought about releasing it as a pattern, but I'm not very good at, oh, look at that, it's lush, isn't it? I'm not very good at explaining how to do, I mean, I could tell you, like, I could do it as a recipe, but I couldn't tell you how I sort of joined them or how I started the squares, because it feels really fiddly to me and I'm not very good at writing that down and explaining it. But if anyone's interested, let me know and I will put the details on. That's it for finished objects, I think. It's just been really busy and yeah, I just haven't had time to do an awful lot. But I think I've done all right. I think there's a few finished projects there, and so there were some gift knits and Christmas socks and things like that. So, right, let me put these things away that I'm actually finished with. Oh, I want to know where that is. I may have to go and look for something else in a minute. So, next, I have only 2 works in progress. So I finished the Christmas socks, finished the shawl, finished the blanket, finished the jumper, and I was like, oh, I can cast new things on now. My husband was like, well, you've got a whole basket of stuff there. There must be something in there that you're knitting on. I was like, no, actually, it's all finished projects. So I have cast on 2 new things, and I've picked up an old whip. So let's start with the old whip, because I did talk about this in the last episode. I'm just going to lean out of camera again. So I am knitting this. I think I cast this on 2 years ago, and I did the body, got to the sleeve, and was just like, I just wasn't interested. So I have changed what I'm doing, and I'm a bit more interested now. So this is in Holst Garn Supersoft in the colour Cranberry, which is this beautiful burgundy. It's ever so slightly darker than this. That's about right, I suppose. It's beautiful burgundy colour. I've got 2 cones of it. I knitted my Christmas jumper in this a couple of years ago. So there's enough left. I've nearly finished this one, and there might even be enough left to do a third. Crazy, but yes, so that's really good value. Holst Garn Supersoft in the colour Cranberry. And I am knitting the Rivendell by Sari Nordland. So I had finished the body about 1.5 years ago. So here it is. It's got this beautiful cable detail. It's mostly seed stitch, moss stitch, I don't know the difference, one of those. And this beautiful cabled collar. I have yet to put the actual ribbing. There will be a line of ribbing in here as well, so I haven't done that yet. And then you've got 2 arms, and you have this cable that goes down the arms. And I didn't want to knit. I didn't want to pick it up because I didn't want to do cabling on short needles. I was like, oh God, I've got to pick up a chart, I've got a cable, and I didn't want to do it. So I ripped the arm back. I'd only done about 2 inches. I ripped it back, and I've picked up the sleeve. Look at that join, it's so good. I've picked up the sleeve, and I've done about 2.5, maybe 3 inches, and I'm just doing the whole thing in seed stitch. I'm not doing anything different otherwise. But I can't wait to have this finished. It is going to be cropped. It's quite short under the arm, but again, I can wear this with some high-waisted trousers or over a simple black dress, something like that, and it will look lovely. I like this colour a lot. So yes, I'm very much these are my sort of colours, the pinks, the purples, the reds, blues, things like that. So sorry, my hair's annoying me, which means it must be annoying you. So yes, I'm excited to get this one done. I picked this up the other day. Hopefully I can whiz out these 2 arms there. Is it a drop shoulder? No, it isn't. It's more of a set-in sleeve. It's not really a drop shoulder, set-in sleeve. But I don't think it'll take me too long to whiz through these. And I'm on 3.5mm needles. Pretty sure I am. 3.5mm needles for this. So that is, and there's nothing else to tell. I'm knitting it to pattern. The only thing I've changed is I've omitted the cable on the arms, which will make it much more palatable for me to do. There's that one. I know some people spend hours, like half an hour, talking about one project. I don't know, like, what else to say. But if there's anything you want to know, ask me. So I also yesterday cast on a new project. So I had this really gorgeous, I don't know where the label is now, really beautiful chunky boucle yarn from James Makes Yarn. Here is what's left of the ball, and it's so soft. It's really, look at that squish. Really, really chunky. Look at the size of that. Beautiful colours, boucle yarn. And I bought this for my daughter to make her a cowl. And I cast this on last night on 7mm needles, and I'm nearly done. So, God, it works up so quick. So this is it so far. Look at that. It's like, how thick it is. It's like a rug, you know. I was thinking to myself, I'd love a rug in this. So I cast on, and it's just a really simple cowl. There's nothing fancy about this. I cast on 25 stitches, and I've just knit garter stitch, but you can't tell because of the boucle. You can't tell what stitch it is. So this is where we're at the moment. We're nearly, she's only 11, so it's going to go around, it goes around my neck already, and I've still got this much to go, so I reckon I can get at least another inch out of it, and then I will just join it and be ready for her to wear this winter. Pretty lush, if you ask me. And I actually, oh my God, look at that. I might actually want one myself. So yeah, can't recommend this yarn enough. I love this chunky boucle. I think a sweater would be so hot, too hot, but a cardigan would be really lovely in this. It's coming out actually, I hadn't noticed before. You can just see like it's almost coming out patterny. So the blue and the green and then the pink is coming out almost in like a little stripe, but I don't particularly care. You can't see that in person at all. And when it's on, it's just going to look cozy around the neck. So that's just a self-drafted, no particular pattern for that. But yeah, a beautiful cowl for my daughter, which hopefully will be finished today. One other project that I'm working on. So I was doing a Cozy Memories blanket. There's a bit of a theme here today. And I love the look of the Cozy Memories blanket. It just, every time someone shows one, I think, I want that, I want that, I want that. So I started one. Where is it? Here it is. I started one. I did 4 squares. And then every time it came to thinking, oh, I'll pick up my blanket, I was like, I can't be bothered to pick up stitches. I just need something completely mindless. And this wasn't quite mindless enough for me. So I have changed my plans, and I am doing a crochet moss stitch blanket. Moss stitch is my favourite crochet stitch. It looks like knitting, but it knits up so quick, crochets up so quick, so I love it. So basically I've just got a whole bunch of like minis from like old Christmas swaps or leftover projects, whatever, and I have cast on, I think I cast on 300 stitches. I don't know if that's the right amount to make an exact moss stitch blanket. I fudged it when I got to the end, there wasn't quite enough. And I have cast on, yeah, chained 300 stitches, and I'm just working my way through. And that's where I'm at so far. So I started down here. I think I've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are 2 in here. 6, 7. I'm on the 8th colour so far. I hope to make this long enough to fit a single bed, so I can make one for each of my daughters, fit across their beds. But it's just going to be a really, really basic blanket that I'm just picking up whenever I need something completely mindless. I'm magic knotting my minis together. So that's nice and easy. It's fingering weight yarn, and it's on a 3.5mm clover needle, hook. And that is really, really simple. And it is in this beautiful bag that my mum got me for Christmas this year. It's iconic, I don't even know if it's got a label in it. Londo is the make of the bag. Don't know if you can see that. And it's basically like a cheaper version, it's not cheap, a cheaper version of like the redesigned type bags. And it's got these 2 pockets in it. There's like a loose pocket in there and 2 in that side, and in this side there's a zipped one there and another loose one there. And it's absolutely perfect at the moment for my Wool Stitch Blanket. Eventually this will become like a, sort of a double sock bag kind of thing, but yeah, really beautiful bag. So thank you, Mum, if you're watching. That was a lovely Christmas present. Let me do that up, and that is all my current projects, finished and current projects. Like I say, I'm not working on a lot at the moment. I'm having a break from socks because I did so many socks before Christmas. Next year, one of my goals is to do all of my gift knitting before December the 1st, because I just spent December knitting socks and shawls, and I was just like, I wasn't finding as much joy in it as I wanted to, because I love gift knitting and I like knitting in general, but I just wanted to cast on some new shiny things and I couldn't because I had deadlines. I had to finish them before Christmas, so I don't want to do that next year. I want December to be a bit more joyful. I didn't have an advent this year, so at least I didn't have the pressure of feeling like I had to knit something on an advent, but I have actually next year signed up for Skein and the Stitch are doing Jane Austen Yarn Club next year, and I have signed up for that in their merino silk colourway. So that should come in January, and I should get a skein every month. I think I prefer to do that than an advent, because I just feel like I get a full skein every month, so I get more yarn, obviously. I spread the cost out over the whole year, and yeah, I just seem to be preferring that to advents, but I have to have a specific project in mind before I will commit to a club. So like this year it was the Lay Family Yarn sock set blanket, and I knew I wanted to do a blanket, so I had a project in mind to commit to, and I've stuck to it and finished it all in the month, all in the same year. Like, wow, go me. But so with my Jane Austen yarn, because it's a merino silk, I really want to make a beautiful scarf. I know that won't take up the 100 grams each month, but I need to work out the math of how many inches I need each month to make the length I want for my 12 things, and then whatever's left, I'll have to weigh whatever's left after the first month, and I can decide what to do with the leftovers. So that's quite exciting for next year. I've also bought a sweater quantities worth of this Drops Air, and this is in the colour, is it on here? So it's the blown, Drops Air is their blown yarn, which is baby alpaca and merino wool. I'm pretty sure you've probably heard of it. Drops Air, does it have a colour on it? No, colour 7. But it's this burgundy, beautiful burgundy colour in the Drops Air. Really, really beautiful colours in there. And I plan to make the step-by-step cardigan by Florence Miller. Just thought I'd try a raglan cardigan this time, something a bit different. So, and this is obviously light as air. Good job I caught that, wasn't it? So I've got enough balls of this to make a really nice sized cardigan out of that. So that is my plan for casting on very soon, which is why I have one ball here in my basket ready to cast it on. And there might be one more thing. Give me a second. Let me see if I can find it. I did find it. Woohoo! Well done, husband, for putting it where it actually belonged. So I have designed a new cowl pattern. I haven't written the, well, that's not true. I have written the design up. I just haven't had anyone test knit it because, I don't know. It's quite scary designing something. Now, I've not designed it to design to release. I created something that I had a need for. And then I thought, so I made notes as I went, because I thought, no, I'm going to want more of these. And then I was showing my friend Sari from the Ollie and Bella podcast, and she was like, no, that's really good. I'll test knit it for you, which I haven't sent her the pattern yet because it's been Christmas and it's been busy. But, and she said it was good enough potentially to release. So it's exciting, isn't it? I don't know if I still will release it. I'm too scared, but maybe I will, maybe I won't. Let me know what you think, actually. That would be good. Do you think it's worthwhile releasing it? So I am knitted this in the Lay Family Yarns yarn. This is not sponsored by Lay Family Yarns, but they just do lovely yarn. So this is Lay Family Yarn, and this is in their non-superwash colourway called Red Wine. It's 100% organic non-superwash in the red wine, in the DK. And oh my goodness, this is squishy. It's in this, look at that red wine. It's really soft and squishy. It's fabulous, like very rounded. It's absolutely gorgeous. I don't know what the base is. It doesn't say, just that it's non-superwash. So I don't know what the base is, but this is really, really beautiful. I would love a sweater in this, really would. So that's the colour I'm using. And I am, as mentioned before, in a phase of life where I'm starting to lose my mind, getting a little bit hot, not sleeping very well, you know, all the sorts of things that come with age. And I wanted a cowl that when I wear if I wear a cowl at home, or even when I'm out, I just find so much material and it just makes me so hot, and I didn't want that. So I designed this cowl to be a lot cooler around the back of my neck, but still give me that warmth in the front. And actually, when I designed it and then I gave it to my husband, I said, oh, try this on, see what you think. And he was like, oh, this is great for under hoodies, he said, because when you put a hoodie on, you don't want loads of fabric at the back of your neck. So I thought, great multi-purpose, hot, sweaty women and hoodie wearing people. I'm not going to say men, women wear hoodies too. Multifunctional, absolutely brilliant. So anyway, here it is. So this is my cowl. It doesn't have a name yet. I was going to call it the Perimena cowl. I thought it's too limiting. I'm not going to do that. And then I thought about the hoodie cowl, and I thought, well, Andrew Mowry's got something very, very similar. So I haven't got a name for it yet. I'll come up with something. So it's basically all in garter stitch. It hasn't been blocked. There's a sort of a slip stitch edge, which creates this nice finish. That's on the top and the bottom. And on the back, look, there's only a thin little piece. So I won't give too much away about the construction, but it's basically knitted this way round, like that. And when you put it on, so like this, you've got this really, really thin bit at the back, which keeps you nice and cool and fits perfectly into your neck. And then at the front, you've got this slouchy cowl. Now I think I'm going to make another one with slightly less stitches in, so it's a bit tighter for me. But this one I like to sort of fold the top in like that. And then I've got a really, really beautiful cowl, or you could leave it open. You could fold it outwards as well, so it creates like a little collar and looks like a collar. Multiple things you could do. If you made this in a much stiffer yarn, it would obviously stay up here. But I think I'm going to play around with it a little bit with the stitch, do different sizes. So potentially this would be the large, and then I could make a small and maybe a medium, and then maybe a small as well. I don't know. If you would be potentially interested in, if you think it's a good idea, let me know. I'm no good at this kind of thing. If you think that you might be interested in test knitting it for me, also let me know. Yeah, I don't know. I'm going to knit a second one very soon, and we'll in a different yarn, and we'll see. But it's really, really lovely. It's so soft and squishy, and it just works perfectly for the back of my neck. So there we go. Something exciting, maybe. We'll see if I'm brave enough to take it any further. But that's what I've been working on as well. And that is it. I've no idea how long this is because I accidentally stopped it instead of paused it a couple of times. So I think I'm about 2 or 3 different videos, which I'm going to have to splice together into this. So I hope you've had a lovely Christmas and New Year. It's good to be back chatting with you. It's been a while. I don't like to leave it so long, as I mentioned before, so hopefully I'll get back into a rhythm. I've had a lovely sort of autumn and early start to winter, done lots of family things. We went away to Centre Parks the weekend before Christmas for 4 nights. That was completely magical. I love Centre Parks. I do have a little video that I might pop in at the end of this if anyone's interested in seeing what Centre Parks looks like at Christmas. It's just amazing. So I might add that video on to the end of this. It's just 5 minutes long. Yeah, we went away to Centre Parks because we've done lots of family things. My daughter turned 18 in October, my eldest, so that was a busy time. And Christmas is now done. Apart from that bag, I didn't get anything yarn related for Christmas, but I did get something that I've been just wanting for so long. So I'm very lucky, and I got the Home Alone Lego house. I don't know if you've seen it. I'm looking at this over there. I've built the first 2 stories and I've got the attic to go. It's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. And I can't wait to have the Home Alone Lego house like in my possession. Pride of place in our house. Can't wait. So that was very exciting. I got lots of other lovely things as well, but that was the most exciting present that I got. My children and my husband also got some very lovely, exciting presents. Coming up, got 2026, busy year for us again. I've got children going on different school trips abroad, holidays, brownie trip, guide trips abroad, family holidays. My little one is in year 6, so she'll be finishing primary school in the summer. It's really, really busy year for us coming up. But my plan is to try and knit through, sort of take it slow, think about what really works for me. The pieces that I've knitted this year, so garments, I knitted the Gansey in the first half of this year, then my 2 field day cardigans and this red jumper, and then the burgundy one. I have places for them in my wardrobe. I know what they go with, I know how I'm going to wear them, and I think I just need to be a little bit more intentional with what I'm knitting. So yeah, that's my plan. I do have a sort of goals thing, but I won't go into that today. Maybe I'll do a short video about my sort of next year goals in the next week or so. We'll see. But otherwise, I hope you've had a lovely Christmas. I hope you're going to have a lovely new year, and I hope you're able to take it easy this week and get some fabulous knitting done. Plenty of hot drinks, finishing up all the Christmas cheese and chocolates that's no doubt left over, and I hope to see you again very soon. Bye.